Well, good evening, Doak Cooks. What are we doing tonight? Well, tonight we're doing nothing special. Tonight we're doing something very, very simple. We are doing pasta in red sauce. Now, all I did was grab an old mushroom red sauce that we had in our freezer. It's a little light. I'm actually going to cut it with some diced tomatoes. I'm going to thin it out a little bit, or stretch it out. We'll let all those maters cook down. Bring us a nice fun sauce. I have some protein pasta, some angel hair. I have some garlic bread. You guys saw me grab it from the freezer in the garage, so that's gonna happen. And then this guy's gonna come together. I don't have any meat in this. This is a meatless red sauce, which is cool. I do have some frozen shrimp that I could toss in here, but the last time I did that, my audience they were fine with it. So when I do shrimp in a red sauce, I typically keep them separate. So this is the red sauce, and then I cook the shrimp, and I put the shrimp over there. Meaning I put the shrimp in that container, and I keep the sauce here, and then I allow my audience to then take their red sauce and their shrimp and combine them and make whatever flavor they want. The last time I did that, that shrimp that sat over there literally sat over there the entire time. So everyone grabbed the red sauce, everyone gravitated towards the red sauce. I had to eat the shrimp just on its own. Again, fine, I love shrimp, I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not gonna be adding shrimp in here, nor am I gonna add shrimp over there, because we're just gonna focus on the red sauce. There's just a couple of us tonight to eat. So this is frozen, rock solid. We're gonna let this, I actually hit my heat to medium. It had been high, it's now on medium heat. This is gonna come down. I'm gonna cover it. We're gonna let this thaw and come together for the next half an hour, 45 minutes, and then the pasta will take no time to do, and then we'll bring it all together. So, all right, let's let this guy simmer for about 45 minutes, and then we'll come back. All right, so sidebar conversation. These aren't mine. These were created by one of my children's friends. When I came over to create dinner, these were already done. These have been sitting here. These are waiting. Those are cooling. These just came out of the oven. They smell incredible. I am full, so I do not want to eat one right now. But oh my gosh, these cookies look amazing. So holy smokes, we'll have to learn more about what these are. But whoo, these are not mine, but they're in my house, and someone made them, and it wasn't me. But they look incredible. All right, back to our pasta. So I learned what these are. These are in fact chocolate chip banana bread cookies. Oh my goodness. And as I mentioned, and I wasn't lying, I am 100% full. Like, I am not hungry at all. Like, I am, I'm full. Like, I do not want a cookie. I'm preparing dinner, yes, but that's for in a couple hours. But this, this, wow. Okay, so this is chocolate chip banana bread cookies. Chewy, chocolate, crunchy. Oh, there's a lot of chocolate there. That is delicious. Okay, there it is. It took me a second. I had to catch the banana. The banana took me a second for it to catch on the back end. There it is. Oh man, those are legit. Oh, those are tasty. Oh my gosh. All right, so kudos to that. Man, yummy. I want to figure out what that recipe is, because holy smokes, this is delicious. All right, well, there's our interlude. Let's get back to our pasta. Now I have chocolate stuck in my teeth. Ugh, gosh, it's incredible. So yummy. All right, how am I doing? Okay, good. All right, so the core, apparently, leftover. Bay leaf. So the core of our frozen chunk is now thawed, which is great. So we now have a universal sauce. And we want to have these chunks of tomato break down a bit more. I don't puree these sauces at this way. We actually like the chunky tomato aspect of it, but in about another 20 minutes, I mean, these big chunks of tomato right there, those guys, yeah, they'll break down. But we will retain the flesh of the tomato. Here, that's yummy. It's delicious. But like I said, I don't puree this. I don't use a hand blender. I let all just kind of come together because we like the way it tastes and we like the texture when it's all done. All right, so we're gonna let this do its thing another 20 minutes, and then we'll come back. See you guys in a few. Nothing brings me more joy than preparing my baking sheet for garlic bread. And this is garlic bread that I have not made myself. This is garlic bread that I bought from store because I am lazy. But as many of you who have watched my earlier videos where I have lost my mind, no, legit, like I've lost my mind. Like if I could swear on camera, I would, but I don't because of my audience. Because I actually have some family members who I'm a big fan of that I will not curse around. But oh my gosh, if I could curse, I would curse so bad right now because I hate doing this kind of garlic bread because it drives me insane and I always mess it up. It always goes bad. So we are going to cross our fingers and see if we can get one more time our garlic bread to actually work. So let's try. I am so confident I'm gonna screw this up. I got one of my biggest, sharpest knives to try and separate this stupid sucker. Because I hate these with a passion. They should be easy. It should be as simple as you open the bag. Okay, there's your garlic loaf that is frozen, and you should be able to separate it easily. Okay, if I lose a finger on this, yeah, that's not easy. All right. Okay, well, fine. Well, that was easy. It hasn't been easy the last 18 times I've tried it. You guys have watched me do this. You've watched me do it. You've watched me destroy this over and over and over again. You've watched me do it. Okay, that's pretty anticlimactic. All right, well, I guess that goes in the oven. Woo, sweet. Okay, so I just did something in my garage freezer. I got frustrated, which I do, and I threw all of my stuff. Like I dumped it out into the freezer to make room for something. Very obnoxious like off camera. And I discovered I had 4 pounds, 3 pounds of ground turkey and a pound of ground beef that I haven't been able to find for months. And because I got so frustrated in my freezer and I just threw it because I was angry, I found it. So sometimes rage finds things that are missing. So there we go, little PSA. And when I say PSA, what I'm saying is public service announcement, PSA. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get back to the food. All right, we're boiling. Take your box, open one end, and then what I do, open one side like this. I slide all of it out ever so slightly, and then I pull it out to make sure. And then with my hand, I am pulling the entire thing out so that it actually goes into the pot. That way this stuff does not fall on the floor or you burn yourself. So this might be the shortest cook time ever. This is only 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, that's it. I've got 7 seconds left. I am not going to film me dumping this because that is just too complicated. But 3, 2, there it is. All right, let's kill this. Let's go dump it. All right, so I've dumped it. All the boiling water is gone. And now I have our pasta. Okie dokie. All right, let's get over to the sauce. Awesome. Perfect. You know, I'm going to add a little wine to this. I'm going to add a little wine. Hold on. I should have used the pasta water, but I didn't. So hold on. Okay, don't tell my wife. This is our favorite wine. I've got no other bottles, and I'm like nearly out. So do not tell her I'd use this. Oh, dude. I'm kicking the bottle. All right, now she's going to be furious. Do not tell my wife. She is going to lose.
She knows.
Shoot, gosh darn it. All right, well, she knows. Shh. All right, well, she was bound to find it anyway. All right, let's let this come together for about another 10 minutes. Oh, gosh, I need to throw the bread in. All right, let me throw the bread in while the wine comes together. Excess, perfect. Okay, so, all right, let's do that. Let's cover this, and let's go put the bread in. Sweet. So, somewhat controversial. It depends on who you ask or who you talk to, but Where'd it go? Dude, oh, there it is. I add olive oil to my prepared pasta, particularly the angel hair. This is angel hair pasta. I add olive oil to this so that it does not stick together. Some people are not fans of adding olive oil to their pasta this way. They complain, they say it makes it gummy and it gets gross, and adding the olive oil, well, we like it, and I like how it separates and how it makes it easier for me to have servings. Alternatively, I have a person in my household that does not like to have olive oil pasta. They prefer to have their pasta glazed with butter. So I make a special dish of pasta with butter, and the pasta's hot, so it's gonna melt all that butter. So I leave this for them on the side while the rest of us use this. So again, tips and tricks. Some people are fans of this way. Some people are fans of adding olive oil to their pasta to keep it separated. Some people hate it. You tell me which way you like better. Let's check on our sauce. I'm just knocking into everything today. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that. I'm trying not to give everyone, vertigo. Yes, it took me that long to remember the word vertigo. My brain sometimes requires a reset. Okay, that looks great. It smells great. Okay, and I'm splashing red sauce everywhere. All right, funny little side note. I have been wearing light tan shorts. I'm now wearing red shorts. Can you guess why? Can you guess why I switched from my light tan shorts to my red shorts? That's the reason. That guy right there. Okay, cool. Bread's got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, that's ready. Oh, that's ready. Oh, that looks awesome. Ah, burn my hand. Woo, it's hot. Whoa, man. Okay, let's make our plate. Woohoo, that's hot. All right, and like I said, because I put a little olive oil in this, it should be able to separate. And it does. It separates beautifully. Look at that. Lovely. And then I like to add my spice under my sauce because I feel it. Because I feel it brings a little bit of fun heat to it. And then I will apply my ever so. We'll do just a stitch more, just to even and balance it out, and that is that. And a little bit of bread on the side will complete this meal. And just because my OCD will not allow me to not, let's just do that real quick. Let's make that nice and pretty. So there we go. There we have it. There it is. Angel hair with a red sauce with a little garlic bread. Bon appetit, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday night. Hope you enjoyed dinner with Doak Cooks. I will see you guys later in the week.
I got a broken fish.